I was born in Sinaloa, Mexico, and I was brought to the U.S. at the age of 3. I lived in California for 5 years, and then we moved to Washington. I moved all over Washington, but I went to Kent-Meridian High School and I graduated from there. I went to Green River Community College, and now I am at the University of Washington. I work at the Leadership Without Borders Center as a student program assistant, and we work with directly with undocumented students in hopes to empower them and provide resources for them. I am a first-generation college student, and it was really hard for me to go to college because I didn't just have to, advocate for myself in the educational system, but I had to advocate for myself in my family because my father only graduated from middle school, and my mom, she wanted to go to college, but it wasn't socially acceptable for a woman to leave. Her family was very poor, and so they couldn't afford it either, and they urged my mom to get married, and so it wasn't a reality for them to go to school, and I remember him telling me, "You're undocumented, how are you going to go, how are you going to pay?" And then dealing with the machismo and sexism, you're a woman, you're just going to get married and have kids. So I wanted to break that cycle. Just because I'm a woman, I want to do other things, I have dreams and hopes, and I don't want to just follow that cycle. And also, just because I'm undocumented, I can still make it, But somehow I just wanted to prove that my identity wouldn't deter me from getting an education and wouldn't deter me from being successful. So one of the biggest challenges I've faced in college is, well, number one, paying for college, because it has been very frustrating having to pay for college. I've always had to work 2 jobs or work a lot to be able to, pay for my rent and pay for tuition, and so it has been really frustrating. I think I got to a point where I was mad at the educational system because it's nobody should have to work so hard to be able to access an education. But at the same time, that motivates me to help others. And, if I get through this and if I succeed, then I can help others. And my message to undocumented students is to not give up. I know it sounds very cliche, but I think if we look throughout the development and the history of undocumented students, it has been our resilience and our advocacy and, just our willingness to be out there and fight for our people. And so I'm always telling people, be unapologetic about who you are and just love yourself, because it's really hard, as a person of color or being undocumented, it's hard to just even accept who you are and love yourself. And I think that is one of the biggest things that you have to do first before you can move on and, do work in our community. We have to learn to love ourselves and love our community. For me personally, education has been a pathway to liberation. I have been able to learn about my own identity, and because of that, I have been empowered to not only fight for my community, but myself. My name is Arlette Gamez Lopez, and I am a storyteller for change.